Whenever we have an a coefficient of our squared term in this trinomial that is greater than 1, as in this case, 6 is definitely greater than 1, we need to do something called splitting the factor. Splitting the factor, we're going to still make two binomials out of this, but in order to fill our parentheses, we have to take our a term and our c term and multiply those together. That would go onto our t-chart. 6 times 12 is 72. While we're at it, let's place our first value in the first position of the parenthesis, and the last value with the sign goes here. Our z's are going to be in the middle, so I'll mark those in too while I'm at it. Now I won't forget my details. Coming back to the t-chart, we're now going to list our common factors, starting with the lowest and the highest. 2 works because 72 is even. 3 works because 7 plus 2 adds up to 9, and 3 is also divisible by 9. 24. 4 happens to work. 4 goes into some even numbers, and 72 is even, so we can try it. 1 and 8. 5 will not work because 5 needs to end in either a 0 or a 5, so I'm going to skip it. I know 6 works. That's how we got the 72 to begin with, so that's 12. And then 7 does not work. 8 times 9 is 72 from our multiplication tables. And the 9, the next pick would be 9, but we already have it, so we've overlapped. Now we're going to look down through our values to see what either adds or subtracts to 17. So as we're considering our options, this one may be noticeable. All right, now we have to worry about our signs. These two numbers go either in this position or that position. So I don't know at this point where to put them. Sometimes it's more obvious than others. But if you happen to get them in the wrong spot, you'll know soon enough when you start to do your greatest common factors, when we're pulling out the factors even more. So at this point, I'm just going to make a guess here like that. And now I'm going to deal with my signs of these two numbers. The multiplication of a positive either has to have 2 negatives or 2 positives. I need a negative through addition and subtraction. The only way you can get that negative with those 2 choices is this way. So now I'm going to put in my signs. And now that part is finished. I'm going to be able to take greatest common factors out of both of the binomials, hoping that I can get the one factor that is common to both of them. Here we go. 6 and 8, we could take a 2 out of that, a 2, and both of the pieces have z's in them, so I'm going to put a z here. And then 2 divides into 6 3 z times. And 2z divides into 8z 4 times, so that would be a negative 4. So now I'm ready to do this, take the greatest common factor out of this part, and hope that I can get this value. All right, I need to have, let's see, 3 works. I could take a 3 out of this. 3 divides into negative 9, negative 3 times. Negative 3z, that's left. And 3 divides into 12 4 times. Well, the numbers are right, but the signs are wrong. We are going to need to back up and make an adjustment. If it's just simply a sign, we could probably take out a negative 3 which of course changes these signs. This one becomes positive and that one becomes negative. And with that small adjustment, we have matched our parentheses. So the parentheses stay as one of our factors. That's one of the binomial factors. And what's left goes together in the second parenthesis, 2z minus 3. These are the factors. And if we wanted to check them to be sure, we could FOIL back. 6z squared minus 8z minus 9z plus 12 plus 12 minus 17z, 6z squared. That matches what we started with. But along the way, we had to make a little adjustment here and there. It has to do with signs or the position of the factors after we get them into the parentheses.